Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to an episode of Top Tier Talk. We are missing two members, I'm afraid. Nick and Chavez will be sorely missed this week, but so we'll be covering the Arsenal and Chelsea scores with a little bit of Dan at the end, covering, I think it's going to be Watford QPR when they play at 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock or something?
Yeah,
Anyway,
quarter two.
fair enough. Quarter two. But first of all, we'll cover Matchweek 20 and Matchweek 21 towards the end as well. So to begin with, we'll cover the Arsenal-Southampton score. So Arsenal 3, Southampton 1. Payback for fucking FA Cup. Love it!
Uh,
Yeah, no. For me, as an Arsenal fan, I think that was nothing but 3 points that we deserve out of that. You know, we played everyone who deserves first-team football out of that. You know, Pai had a good game. Xhaka, I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but he is on top of form right now. He is absolutely pulling out of the bag. Saka, nothing expected from Saka. Saka, sorry. He is absolutely quality at the moment. He's Xhaka Saka, look, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what the commentator says. Xhaka, Laka, and Saka.
Yeah, he tries to like mix in with the younger lot, isn't he?
Don't work.
Graham Souness, nah. But no, another one who's actually on the radar as well is Lacazette. He's deadly at the moment. Better than Werner, should I say?
Werner's clear like that, and he's not even performing at the moment.
But
Here he is.
Look, 3-1 win. It was good that Pepe got his goal early on in the game as well. I think it was 8 minutes in. It was very good, very well deserved. Yeah, it's still a goal.
I thought Pepe played well.
Saka. Yeah, honestly, the whole team, that Southampton 3-1 game, fantastic little performance from our team. There was nothing that could go wrong. We are missing Tierney and Aubameyang, though, I do think. There's like, do you know those positions? Maybe like if Cedric shifts back over to right back and then Tierney comes back. Do you know what I mean? And you got Amir, but then nowadays you've got like Odegaard and like people to fit into your team, haven't you? But so you got Aubameyang, Lacazette. It's going to be a hard one. But going back to the game of 3-1, nothing more than 3 points. We moved on. Fantastic little win, and there you go. But first game in charge for Tuchel. Is it Tuchel or Tuchel? One of the two.
Tuchel, yeah. Some pronounce Tuchel or Tuchel.
One of the two, yeah. Tuchel, wherever. His first game in charge, 0-0 against Wolves. Boys, what do you think about that? His first game.
I'm actually, and Amir will agree with me on this one, I'm fucking happy because it was looking thing with Frank, like, you know, that's why he went, because results wise we weren't getting it. But I knew as soon as Tuchel come in that his formation and his strategy, straight away he knows how to bring the best out of players. You look at Pulisic, he was with him at Dortmund. He was with T Silva at PSG. Werner and Havertz, obviously Germans, so he knows how they play well, and where they're good. You know what kind of formation they play best in. Yeah. And it's a bit of a weird one. Hudson-Odoi right wing back, but
yeah, I was going to ask you boys about that. Yeah,
working unbelievably. Like obviously, Reece James has now got competition now, as well as Alonso and Chilwell. Alonso is, but he is the best in the five. It's like as I've said many times before with the Conte formation. He's the best Alonso in that. It's like Vazpilicueta at right centre back. He's found out at right back and in the 4 at centre back. So right centre back with 2 other centre backs in the 3 works best. But the amount of chances created by Hudson-Odoi, unbelievable.
He's looking good for you boys.
Yeah, like you even said, you was watching the highlights and just even chance creation, let alone like goals or whatever, just unbelievable. And he's such a high talent on the rise, isn't he? Yeah, I think Tuchel's found where he's best at now, and I think as a team, and he especially will fly, like looking good. I mean 0-0, but obviously we should have broken down. Wolves are a bit of a think team, aren't they? Because they were more attacking, but seem to do a Stoke now and just sit back.
Yeah, exactly.
But
what about you, Amir?
There's lots of positives to take from it.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's your first game in charge as well at the end of the day.
Point, yeah.
Amir?
Yeah, well, it was 0-0, but like as Nick said, we took so many positives from that game. There were so many promising signs, considering Tuchel had only one training session because it was such a late announcement.
Yeah,
like I think me and Nick were talking about it. Like the press, there was like 4 players on one Wolves player who had the ball. Like we could see the desire to get the ball back, like something we kind of missed under Frank.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had a lot of possession. For a 0-0, we found so many positives. We thought the 3 at the back looked really different. We thought it was a 4. We tried to figure it out. But it was a free, and then Hudson-Odoi, right wing back or right mid.
It's working at the moment, isn't it?
So good.
It was
Yeah.
like it was
really
like
is working. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, like
we had, didn't we have? I saw a stat on Sky Sports that said we was the highest passing team in the history of the Premier League. Like, think of Man City, think of Pep's football and how much they pass it about. I think we. I'm trying to think of the figure it was, but it was the highest in the Prem's history, and that just goes to show that Tuchel's football, it's compact, it's
working for you.
It's working, and as we're saying, where Hudson-Odoi is, he's sort of like acting as a winger, but he tracks back as well. You see, like several times he was tracking back, and he was tackling, he was getting stuck in. I'm feeling really positive about it. I said on the last podcast that when Tuchel would come, I said that I know we'll do well because the way his football is played is very positive going forward. He's very good. He's a brilliant tactician, so he knows. Like Frank was saying to me, like if it weren't working out with Plan A, he wouldn't like have a Plan B, and it'd just be like
stubborn. Yeah.
It'd just be like, oh, go out there and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Sunday league.
We'd either do half. Yeah, it's true. We'd have to like do half decent here and there, but results wise, there was no like, oh, I'm going to switch it to there, and it'd change the game. But yeah, it's looking really positive.
Just a quick question
on the rise.
Just a very quick question then. Let's say, for example, the recent games that I've been seeing. I know it's quite weird at the moment, but Jorginho and Kovacic in the middle. Does that mean Kante's got no, like? Has he got a bit of competition now to come back in?
No way. I think it's just because Kante picked up a knock, and he's back in training now. So I think that obviously playing Kova and Jorginho in the middle, he knows what he's doing. It's Kovacic plays sort of like Kante's role, breaking up the play, and then Jorginho is a player that, like every other player, plays off. So you're lending the ball to him, finding space, and he'll pick you up. So I think Tuchel knows what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? Why are you laughing?
You get lagging a little bit.
Yeah, you're lagging. To add on that, I was going to say, I thought Jorginho played really good against Wolves. So if he's like kind of finding his form again, I think any competition is good for Kante.
Exactly.
Like, probably
on top of your game, doesn't it?
Even more. Exactly. One thing I will say about Tuchel is I like the way he like articulates himself on interviews. Like he's very like straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, I remember on BT in the post match, he was asked about the team selections because like we were all like figuring why Mason Mount wasn't there. He's like been our best player, but he was like truthful. It was like I based on one session, we wanted experience, and then I really like the way he was talking. I thought,
well, there's nothing he can do.
Confident manager, isn't he?
Very, yeah.
There's nothing he can do coming in like one day before the Wolves game. Like, of course, if he's had one training session, like I know Frank's first 11 before would have been different to his, but as he said, it's hard to like observe it. He would have looked at a few players before he come in, but it's hard to like say, oh, you're definitely going to start every game. Everyone at the moment is playing good football.
Exactly. It's hard to fit everyone in, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the good thing. It shows the amount of depth we've got, and that's a good time for us.
No, yeah. It's good for Chelsea. What about you, Dan? Both Arsenal and Chelsea. I know you haven't been talking a little bit.
Yeah.
We've left you out a little bit, but anything to add?
No, that's fine. I'll weigh in. Obviously with the Arsenal-Southampton game, that's a good result for Arsenal.
Yeah.
I know you said it's 3 points, but Southampton, it was at the Emirates though, wasn't it? But even still, Southampton aren't an easy team to get 3 points on, let alone beat 3-1. They don't concede a lot of goals.
They're an above-average team.
They're always they're either mid-table or pushing sort of European.
Yeah.
They very rarely have a drop-off as such. Even when they did last season, they were like down with us towards the start of the season and still managed to finish high mid-table.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was a very good result for Arsenal. And obviously with the Chelsea game, I know you boys said obviously it's good to take positives from a 0-0, and then it's also on the flip side, possibly a game that you should have been winning, not necessarily down to Tuchel or his tactics or anything like that, but your players as such, obviously. The whole
quality of players versus them.
Yeah, quality, yeah.
We had
obviously you
so
have,
many
like,
chances. Yeah,
80
There were 11
possession.
man behind the ball
possession.
as well. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah.
doing a joke.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can complain about
But yeah,
that.
no, as you said, first game 0-0 is a point. And I think you lost. Was it this season? You were winning and lost in injury time. So again,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
improvement.
Both the Chelsea
I know,
fans'
it's
reactions
a
just
draw,
impressed them. Like, yeah.
yeah,
that
it's a win
was,
at the end of the day. As I said, it's all right result.
yeah.
Are we gonna focus on the latest fixture, El?
Yeah.
you just waiting for that.
He's focusing. Look, he wants to chip in and go, yeah, look.
Because it's
On topic of boring 0-0s, we've got
Back to you, Elliot, eh?
more positives than that. Yeah, back to the studio.
All right. Fair enough. I was about to go on it, actually, before you really interrupted. But we'll move on anyway.
Let's go then. Let's go.
Match week 21, boys. Arsenal United and Chelsea Burnley. We'll start the Arsenal United game. I don't know if any of you boys watched it. 0-0.
Ball draw.
Ball draw, yeah. You'd think that because you're just a rival fan. But for me, when I watched that game, both teams had above double-figure chances. But Cavani, do you know what? He should have had about 2 or 3. I feel so bad for him. Tarzan, poor guy.
Even as an outside fan, you'd want to see goals.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, there was definitely a few chances for each team. But I got to tip my hat off to David Luiz that game. What an absolute performance from that machine.
Deserved man of the match. It was
100%. Everything, every single attack they were doing was just how he was just controlling the back four quality.
When he blocked a free kick and he stood up and was like, come on.
Passion, yeah. I saw that, yeah.
FIFA. It's like FIFA, you know, playing against like Varane on FIFA, and he's like tackles and he goes out for a corner and he's going clapping like I'd look at the screen like, why are you clapping and clearing?
Nah, it's good. Yeah, that's your but the thing is that's your job. You're showing passion.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you play against him, it's annoying because it's like pesty, isn't it?
Yeah, you can compare FIFA to real life game. Look, shoo.
Well, no, it's like the thing is with Luiz though. It's like you say about how passionate he was and good that game, but it's like how he was for Chelsea. It's like he'd have so many games consistent and compact, get the defence compact. It's true though.
No, he is. He's a true leader
and runs hot and cold though. And then he'll have a few off games. It's like the same with you though. It's game
hard.
Who's good and see what I mean? Yeah.
But especially when I saw the sub bench as well, Odegaard got a little bit of a run out on that game as well. Was good. I know he didn't really get much of the ball. He only had played about 15-10 minutes. But from what I can see, positioning, everything like that, he knows when to drop off. He knows when to attack. He's got a good bit of energy burst in him. I think it's exciting to see what will happen next game, let's say when we play Wolves or something like that. But 0-0, it was a lucky 0-0 for us, I'd say, towards the end of the 10 minutes because I saw Tarzan was about to get a few goals. One just skim wide. Yeah, he is. Honestly,
Tarzan in our team.
He is so good. It's actually annoying. I was so worried about him. But, it is what it is. 0-0, and we'll take it, I guess. Chelsea fans, 2-0, your first win under Tuchel.
Wow. That's all I'm saying as well. No, I'm done. I am a happy man. I tell you that. Wolves, right? Obviously we've just been through it, but Wolves there's so many positives to take. But obviously where he had the one training session and then the fixture after, it was kind of hard to get the players ready for a team that's hard to break down in Wolves.
Yeah,
and
or the Portugal national team.
It was hard to get that goal. Yeah, literally Portugal FC. Yeah, but it was obviously had all the passes and the chances, but didn't get that goal. But it was good that Tuchel then had more training sessions in the game leading up to Burnley because he must have took that game and thought, right, now we've had all of that in the Wolves game, we need to the next thing is goals.
Yeah.
So then, wow, 2-0. I just think that it's 2 goals, but what a dominant performance. Hudson-Odoi yet again.
I think
chance creation is. Huh?
Oh, no, I was just going to say what you were talking about goals. I think I saw a stat that obviously with your Azpilicueta and Alonso scoring, I think you've scored out of the 37 goals or whatever you've scored. I think you've got 17 different goal scorers or something, 15. 16,
yeah, it's mad. It just goes to show. Yeah,
if they're spread out across the team, it's a lot more I know we talk about it and joke about it loads, but Werner, if he's not getting the goals, you need to be able to have other players that can chip in with 2 or 3 goals.
Chipping in, yeah.
Nick knows all about chipping in, yeah.
Chipping in, yeah. Well, no, it's like Dan, you're 100% right. Like I'd actually like them 2 goals. At least one of them I'd like Werner to get. But it's one of them things where it just goes to show with Tuchel's formation that and his strategy that the wing backs getting forward, Hudson-Odoi with the amount of chances created again. Yet again, he assisted Dave. Don't know if you boys know Dave. Chelsea fans called Azpilicueta.
Dave. Why?
Well, it's just easier than saying the full long name, and it's just
Azpilicueta.
Yeah,
Dave. Where'd you get that from?
Elliot.
What, your local loser?
That is. It's just a common name to give him because they ain't gonna go Azpilicueta. Like it's just a full, long-winded name. You know what I mean? Or Aspi, yeah. But he assisted Azpilicueta. Marcus Alonso getting forward again, yet again, shows exactly why he's one of the best in that formation. What a clinical finish. And I just think all round, possession-wise, keeping the ball, defensive to offensive, just completely dominant. Burnley weren't ever in it.
It did look good. You'd expect
the team, yeah, like you even was saying, like watching the highlights. That's why I said we are a team on the rise. Like, I know Chavez obviously can't make it.
Of course, Chavez, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure he's just salty. He's not busy tonight. I know he's salty. Form wise, I've proved him wrong. I said obviously we're a team on the rise and United will drop. Drew against you, lost to bottom of the table. Could this be a drop in form?
That's why he missed the episode, Nick.
Yeah,
because he lost to Sheffield United.
This is why he missed it. He didn't want to talk about losing to Chris Wilder's fucking army.
Chris Wilder's fucking like part timers.
Yeah, plumbers and sparks. But,
yeah,
you know, this is the thing. I just think that. Yeah, well, it's like, and like this is why I'm backing up the point because I know we're on the rise. Because you look at Tuchel's formation, his layout, it just proves that that kind of performance against a side like Burnley, they just come off the back of beating Liverpool. You know, last year's champion.
That's why I was a bit hesitant with you guys, like going into it.
Yes,
exactly. Would they not be pumped?
I guess that's the Premier League, though, isn't it? Anyone could beat anyone when you think about
anyone can beat anyone.
Speaking of the top 10 to first, there's only a difference of like 12, 13 points. It's a real good like race at the moment. There's usually one like top competitor, usually Man City, Liverpool, that's like a clear 15, 20 points ahead. But you know, it's really tight at the moment. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Last like 2 seasons, Liverpool have been like 15, 20, as you said, like 30 points clear.
Yeah.
I don't think Liverpool hadn't lost at their stage last season still, so they were like 30 points clear.
No, yeah,
but
it's interesting.
They just lost to Burnley. You'd expect them to be pumped, Burnley. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't nervous. I was actually very confident because I thought Tuchel's style of play, he knows how to get the job done. And the Wolves game just showed that scoring goals with that kind of football, you're always going to be confident as a Chelsea fan. And I thought, you know, they got such a Sunday League team, Burnley. They Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, go on, lads, go up there, give him a argy barge. Go on, whack one. You know, just one of them two. Sean Dyche, just with his croaky little throat.
Well today.
It sounds like he's got like an egg yolk stuff. Completely dominant though, boys. I'm like, Amir, let's move.
You guys, you Chelsea fans are happy. It's on to the next, I guess, isn't it?
I'm backing up my point by saying we're a team on the rise, and it shows with Tuchel's play because I'm very confident. Very, very good. Happy man.
Amir, anything to add to that, buddy?
We're happy right now. Good performance, everything.
Did you sound more depressed?
Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, he just didn't care.
No, I'm just trying to think because like Nick hit every point, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He summarised the whole game, so
this is forte.
Well, speaking of Alonso though, and his goal, does that give Chilwell a bit of like?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm a bit worried for Chilwell now because he was subbed off like half time, weren't he?
Exactly.
Like,
So that
in
settles the
Wolves
debate
game.
of Tierney and Chilwell. Tierney's just 10 times better.
Nah.
Chilwell's 100 times better.
Well, he's not
Where's
starting for
Tierney
Chelsea, so
coming
I don't know
from?
why you're chipping in.
Wait,
It's just no question now. He's not even just
because-
starting left back.
No,
No,
he's
but it's a
better
wing
than
back.
Tierney.
Wing back and left back is different. Like
Oh,
I remember
okay.
when
Well,
Tierney went right centre back
that's
and
what-
he made
He was still
mistakes,
beast.
didn't he?
Nah, still
No, he
beast.
made
I'm not
mistakes
being
as
funny,
well.
though.
Mate, he's the GOAT.
You-
Of course he's not going to make
Hell,
mistakes.
He's the goat.
You'd rather two players be that good and compete.
Oh, yeah,
in
I'm
your
saying,
team
yeah.
than having one. Do you know what I mean?
You have one left back
Alonso-
right now, El.
Nah.
You have
Yeah.
one left back.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah, all right.
No, see, well, this is what we're saying now. Is in Alonso's specialised in the wing back position and Chilwell's a left back. But I know either or, they can both do the same job. But Alonso had shown with Conte why he was so good, so that's why Tuchel put him in that role. Even in his press conference after, he said there was no need to overthink about this decision. I knew he was already very good in that role. So it's good that we've got competition that shows our squad. Shows our squad depth, and even going into the last 16 against Atletico, you'd think of what kind of team we're going to pick. We got a lot of squad depth to go and get the job done in Europe. It's really looking really positive.
Looking promising, yeah.
Yeah,
One
really
thing
is.
I will add though is I was a bit upset that Werner didn't get on the score sheet because I thought it would do his confidence a world of good. Like I saw he missed one half chance, but like I think Chavez was grilling him for it, but like it was a half chance. It wasn't really like a full sitter like Cavani. With
contribution-wise, he played well with me, didn't he?
Do you see how many runs he made? He wanted the ball. Some of the passes.
He just needs to get that one goal. It's like Wayne Rooney
Just
back
that
in
one
like
goal.
Any goal
2014 where he was like on a drought and then he got a goal and that's it. Changed man.
All
Listen,
good
every
strikers go on a
top
drought.
striker, every top striker, they all go on a drought and then they get that all-important goal and then it's a confidence boost and then they fly from.
Exactly
it's like Aubameyang Lacazette for you, El. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Look at
when Aubameyang got that goal, that's
what I mean.
Even Lacazette last year as well, he had a bit of a drought, didn't he?
Yeah,
it happens
he did.
to all strikers.
Yeah.
But like because of Werner's price tag and because he's new, everyone's trying to
like bigging him up and pressure is building. Yeah, exactly that.
Exactly,
I mean, runs and contribution. Like, if you ain't getting the goals, like as long as he's contributing in some different way, that's the main thing for the team.
Exactly.
Obviously, we'd as we said, Amir, we'd love for him to get that goal to boost him, but chance-wise, he's always contributing. So just because everyone's putting pressure on him, he will get that chance, and I know from there he'll start scoring more after that. But it's just if and when. But he definitely suits Tuchel's style.
He'll be against Tottenham.
It's like the same with Havertz as well. Havertz needs a little bit more game time as well.
Yeah, so Havertz has had a couple games now under Tuchel. He's been given a chance. And he's looked much better than before. I don't know what it is like. Been given a bit of a kick up the arse.
It's the same with Werner. He needs to find his form a little bit. The two Germans, now he's got a German manager. Maybe they can start to each other.
Yeah,
that's what he brought him in, I think.
It's mad. He's looking.
To work with your two attackers.
He is looking a lot more sprightly under Tuchel's style of football, isn't it? It's like with Frank. It's like when he was getting the game time. As I said in like a couple of podcasts before, he was all like the car wash inflatable. He was all up in the air. He was all all flimsy. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And now it's like under Tuchel though, he's a lot more sprightly on the ball. It's like he's actually wants to play for the manager and for the team, and he's actually putting in effort. So he also needs more game time and whatever.
Everyone needs game time at Chelsea though, apparently.
No. Anyway, everyone at the moment is getting game time, but it's hard for Tuchel to even pick because everyone's competing.
Exactly.
But if he gets the minutes under whatever formation is played, he'll definitely contribute so much chance-wise. But he's looking a lot more. I think all let alone Havertz, all the team is looking a lot more sprightly and as if they want to actually play for the manager. Mm-hmm. I don't know what was going on with Frank. Being that it's Frank, you would have thought a club legend, but it is looking really positive. I'm obviously very happy.
Very quickly, boys. I know very quickly you want to wrap it up, but who are you playing next? Spurs. What do you think?
Tottenham.
Very quickly.
We're gonna win.
I think pretty sure we're gonna comfortably win. They got Kane, they got window liquor out.
Obviously.
Obviously, I'm injured. Obviously, Son's on his own up top. Obviously, he's playing Sissoko right wing back. Obviously. I think I was speaking to my cousin and a few mates at Spurs. And he said that Jose's lost the dressing room. There's stuff going on with Aurier and Ali and whatever. And I even looked at the team. I went, Sissoko right wing back. Like what? Isn't it? It's like
need someone pacey there instead of some absolute brute.
I was even saying I prefer my little cousin right wing back than Sissoko. Like
you put you right back with your right back clearance.
Yeah, with your left back clearance. Yeah. No, it's like Sissoko's all upright and all like he's like a pencil. He's all like he's the last choice.
Beefcake.
Right wing back. But he said you're going to fumble us Thursday. But with the way we're playing, coming off of the back of beating Burnley and football-wise, and the way he's got us playing, I'm really confident. If there was Son and Kane together,
you'll be a bit worried.
Ish, but I'd still be confident.
Yeah,
with us.
But they've only got Sonny now.
But as I said a few podcasts ago, like as well, that you can't have Son without Kane and vice versa. It's like having toast without Lurpak. Do you know what I mean? No, it's like you can't have it dry because it just don't go. So Kane injured, Son on his own. I reckon like comfortable win. I'm more than confident.
Fair enough. I hope it's a draw for Arsenal's sake. To be fair, but
Werner will break
Arsenal, go on, Amir. What you say?
Werner will score. I'm predicting now. Werner's going to
score.
Yeah,
Werner should score Thursday.
Put a bit on it. Aka boost.
Yeah, put a bit of dough on it. Bet play now.
Boys, what do you reckon? I'm going to go first. Arsenal Wolves. I reckon we'll win about 3-1, 4-1. I reckon we'll be coming on top of it. Coming back from that United game, I reckon, 0-0's not good enough for them like players. I reckon, Tierney, I reckon will be available. Odegaard will play. Emil Smith-Rowe. Saka will be available, hopefully. Sore hip. Oh, I don't know about that one. But,
Innit?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Matt, get on. Pop a paracetamol and get yourself out there, buddy.
Fucking athlete. You're not a ballerina.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I saw Aubameyang, I don't think is available for the Wolves game, which is a shame.
Illness. But... I was doing my fantasy team. I was going to put him in, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I think it's a family
50% illness, yeah.
But the GOAT's in his place anyway, so there's nothing to be worried about. Martinelli.
Who's that? Jaka, Saka or Laka?
Nah, Martinelli, the GOAT.
Oh, him.
But no, honestly, I reckon coming off that 0-0 draw against United, I reckon we could actually get a 4-1, 3-1 win out of that. If everyone's on form, of course.
Yeah, to be fair, you know what I was saying about Wolves is like when we drew 0-0 and we had all like the Burnley game, they couldn't get out of their half. Yet again, Wolves couldn't get out of their half. It's like we were just constant attack.
Yeah.
And
but I don't care about Chelsea because I was talking about Arsenal.
No, I was. I don't care about Arsenal. I'm comparing. All right, I'm just saying that if I was you,
would you give Arteta a quick call?
Yeah. All right, mate.
Listen,
no, if I was you, I'd be confident because, as I was saying, like against us, Wolves used to be a team you'd be worried to play. Like they'd always be
hit and miss, aren't they?
Attacking. Yeah,
hit and miss.
Like, now they're like a sit back team. Now they're like turning into another Stoke, like Burnley.
Yeah.
They just sit back. They're hard to break down. They don't go forward nowhere near as much as they used to.
Podence is looking scary as well. He's very technical on the ball.
Injuries more than anything.
But like the way Wolves have changed their football and they don't go forward as much as sit back. I think one, it would be hard for you to break them down like us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think two, with your style of play and going forward, I think if you can get that chance, hopefully, as I said, they'll be hard to break down. But if you get it, then fair enough because they're fucking.
We fucking will get it. Come on, you get us.
Well, for your hope, you'd hope so, but they're just changed outfit, isn't it? It's like Nuno said, right, we're doing the Jose Mourinho, and
just parking it.
Yeah, we're just settling for a point every game, basically.
Yeah,
not going forward.
Boring, isn't it?
At the back. Yeah, it'll be hard. Probably be a ball draw. I'm going to go with 0-0 with you as well as us. I think
we're better than you, so we'll win.
We're better than you, being we're above you in the table. Yeah, it'll be hard, but hopefully he'll break them down for your sake.
Yeah, exactly. Dan, what about you? Quick predictions on the Arsenal-Chelsea game?
Predictions. Arsenal Wolves. I'd say 1-0 Arsenal. As Nick was saying,
Very
Wolves
nice. Yeah, they're hard to break down.
They're hard to break down.
Hard, very, yeah.
But Arsenal, when as you were talking about the way that they play, when Arsenal get their goal, teams tend to sit back a lot more. And obviously, being against Wolves, I think it's because they've lost Jimenez. They've lost their main focal point in attack. They haven't got anyone else.
That target man.
That's like, they've got goal scorers. You mentioned Pedent, some players like that. They haven't got like an out and out goal scorer, which Jimenez was. Like 9 times out of 10, you're giving the ball and he'd score or at least get a decent shot off.
Yeah. 1-0 Wolves.
Yeah, no,
Fair enough. Yeah. What about the Chelsea?
1-0 Wolves.
Chelsea Spurs.
No, 1-0 Arsenal.
Well, 1-0 Arsenal.
I'm going 1-0 Wolves.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, shut up, nigga. You can't change it. I'm gonna go for you. Look at me. I think I'm gonna change it. No, shut up, Nick. Dan, what about the Chelsea Spurs?
To me.
Spurs Chelsea. Oh, Spursy. Words.
Tell it to Nick last week.
You're the time.
Spurs Chelsea. Mainly because I have a hatred for Spurs, and
only because I let you down Uraka the weekend, Dan.
No, I just hate Spurs as a football club. Just generally speaking, just hate Spurs. And obviously, you can't have toast with that Lurpak for Kane. I'll back Chelsea. I'll say 3-1. I'll say 3-1.
3-1. Jeez.
Loving that, Dan. I'm loving that.
Because it's the anti-Spurs agenda. But
fair enough, Dan. All right, well, there's the predictions for coming up games. Dan, you very quickly. You play QPR in 25 minutes.
Hold on.
No, Nick. Listen here.
Me and Amir our score predictions.
I literally just asked you. I said Chelsea Spurs.
We kind of did say a lot on it, so I think we should just...
you start waffling on about fucking like the back fucking Jenna.
It's only right now.
It's only like Tony back in the day. Yeah, me and him work out on the Chelsea back room. Shut up.
Don't get me started on my FC.
Everyone could get a gist what kind of score we'd...
Right, go on. Say your score right now. Go on.
Just the score, go on.
Because of how confident we're feeling, but I think
score.
I'm gonna say 2 or 3-0. 2 or 3-0. I think comfortable. I think that like getting forward, Son on his own, going back to the Lurpak and toast, Dan. See you like that one. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that going forward they won't have much, and I think we'll just going forward. I'm pretty sure we'll break them down easily and get a couple of goals. And
Nick, you should become a fucking journalist. I swear down.
No,
you can waffle on for ages, can't you?
And be dominant as well as Burnley.
Oh, all right, 3-0, 2-0, whatever.
All right, 2-0, 2-1, that's it. 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, see, look, as simple as that. See.
Well, I'm just feeling confident.
Yeah, that's.
Waffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Go on, Dan.
As Nick rudely interrupted, in 23 minutes, should I say, you play QPR.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, my club's in a mess. As much as I'm presuming the 2 Chelsea boys are rooting for us tonight, as we're playing QPR,
Hate them, yeah.
Boring 0-0, or at the fact that we've got a right back at left back, fucking a centre mid out wide, and just the teams all over the place. I could see us losing this game quite comfortably. Just not.
You look so unhappy about just admitting that. You were like,
we've needed to replace players. Like we've started off with like 6 or 7 midfielders, but the transfer window, and we've now ended up with 4. And one could be leaving tonight. One could be leaving tonight as well.
Jesus.
It's just
your manager out?
No,
it's not. Your manager?
No, not again. We're not Chelsea. We don't go through managers.
You are like him. Yeah, you are like him.
You do more than us, and we actually have success with it.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, success is measured differently. No, it's not to do with the manager.
You're a league below,
It's not to do with the manager. It's the owners. It's on the owners.
The owners.
Go on, have a quick conversation with Dan. Give him a bell.
The board out.
Can you kindly resign for us so we can actually,
Tell him to stop worrying about Udinese.
Udinese B team, yeah.
Yeah, B team all the time.
Dan, what do you mean with Andre Gray?
He needs to leave the fucking club. I hate that man with a passion. Like I said this in the group chat. Like, it's got 17 goals in like near 130 games. I reckon us lot, like, you've seen me play. I'm shit up front. I play in goal. Like, I reckon we could get near that. I reckon we could get near like 17 goals in 130
But
games.
why though, Dan? Why do you think this is the case for him? Because he weren't too bad at Burnley.
Like, obviously, you can look at it in two different ways and go, it's the managers, it's the tactics. But when your first touch is a fucking trampoline and the second one to tackle, it's no one else's fault. He's missing one-on-ones left, right, and centre. Is it worse? Honestly.
So basically, the only striker and saviour you rely on is Troy Deeney.
Oh yeah.
You can say that, but we've got the little the next Brazilian Neymar, the next Neymar and João Pedro.
Neymar.
I don't know about Neymar, Dan.
Martinelli's probably closer.
Trust me.
Martinelli.
Why are you squinting eyes? Who's your Brazilian?
Because you just love it.
Who's your Brazilian that's out there again? What?
We don't need Brazilians. We got the German. Yeah.
Dan, what about your signings, like Ghana and stuff? What about them?
What signings?
Well, you've got them in the summer.
Was it Dan Gosling?
They're just switching between Udinese
Dan
and
Gosling. I'll have you know that no one in our starting 11, I don't think it's come from Udinese. I'll tell her the truth.
Most I ever hear of.
Did you buy Di Natale
from the group chat? Is all
we were linked with him.
Dan, what's your chances of getting promoted? Will you be talking with us about Premier League next year?
As I said earlier, as I said before, I reckon 4th is a push at the minute. I reckon 4th.
Yeah, playoffs. There you go.
Wow.
I mind you, I asked you the other day, Dan, where you think that.
We needed to sign and we haven't.
Position where you'd finished. And you were saying
4 hours to sign. Yeah, like we've let another couple of people go. Rumoured to be letting another few go as well tonight. We needed to sign and we haven't. Like we've scored.
What do you need?
5 attackers. We need a goal scorer, and we have them for years.
They need a whole new team.
Yeah, you're not.
It was a standing joke where it was like we needed a defender, and then we got relegated, and then we signed defenders, and now we look alright defensively. But we needed a goal scorer since Igalo left in like 2015 or whatever.
What a guy.
What about Deeney? You got Saar and you got Pedro.
Yes.
What about
we've only got 7 goals. Yeah, we've only got 7 goals from open play this season from our.
I bet you missed Delafeu as well.
As I was saying,
if
he wouldn't got injured, he would have stayed up. As I said when he left, I tweeted the other day. He's probably one of the best technically gifted players I've seen. Like I mentioned it multiple times before. His goal against Wolves. If that was Messi or Ronaldo or Neymar or whoever, semi-final.
No, do you remember the one he dinked over Ruddy?
Yeah,
Roddy.
That was
Roddy.
If that was anyone else, to tell about it now. Yeah, we do miss him. We miss players like that. But yeah, no, our goal scoring's always been an issue, and we just haven't addressed it at all.
But Dan, if you was to finish 3rd or 4th, though, you were saying that it would be hard with the playoffs because there's a lot better teams to go up.
When we 2012-13, I think was the season when we was under Zola.
Chelsea legend.
I think Palace were like the lowest finishing side, and you look at it quite often. Not even just.
Is that when Kevin Phillips scored the winning penalty?
Yeah, injury time. That was
Look, Nick's closet Watford fan. He knows.
No, it was.
You go to Watford games.
You always. Who are you supporting? Chelsea or Spurs on the weekend?
You're Chelsea, Tottenham, Watford. You got Chris.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. Who are you? Come on.
I'm Elliot. Said it in the first episode.
No, you're Tottenham.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. That was my first time on.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot. What am I supposed to say? Any more waffle would make me look like a gimp.
Well, you are. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
Back to Dan. Let Dan finish his piece on Watford.
But yeah, no, same. Literally, my final point about the playoffs is the same as you see it. No, like the Champions League and whatever, I know it's slightly different, but the principle was you look at a couple of years ago when you look at that, Amir, when City played Spurs and City played awful in the first game, but pulled it back and then they won when Sterling scored that offside goal in the 94th minute.
Yeah,
they was already behind. Same as the playoffs, it's a cup competition. You have one off day and you're behind. Same as the final, it's a one-off game and anyone can beat anyone. Same as
it don't matter about the whole season.
Yeah,
it's all down to one day.
It comes down to that 10-day period where you play 3 games in that. time space.
So
If you're off,
you think
you're off
that
to the season.
you think so automatic promotion or is going to be unlikely for you then?
You didn't say automatic, Dan.
He said third or fourth for like playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the start of the season automatic, but we haven't got the same squad. I saw a picture, and it was like our 23-man squad is literally threadbare, and 5 of those players are injured. So
Jesus.
we're literally on our bench. 1, 2, 3, 4,
in the mud.
5 of our suspects, 2 players.
Sign
us up, Dan. Sign us up. We'll play for you.
Yeah, let me just get Scott Duxbury on the old blower.
Yeah.
To tweet as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go and drown my sorrows, watch us lose to QPR, and that's my evening.
Fair enough.
I don't think you lose though, Dan. I think hopefully you beat them because I hate them.
Yeah,
they're all just all their fans, all the same, and they're like, but
I think Chelsea hates every single other club except Chelsea.
No, it's just London rivalry, isn't it? Like, is what it is.
They're like direct rivals. Yeah.
I don't think you lose, Dan. Maybe not. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, boys. Well, that wraps up episode 7, I believe. Matchweek 20 and 21 combined. But join us next Monday. We'll be covering Matchweek 22, including the Spurs-Chelsea game. Whee! Let's see if that. Let's hope that's a draw for the Arsenal cause.
We're gonna smash them.
Well, we'll see about that. But
we're gonna have fun.
Everyone who's watched, thank you very much for watching. And in the meantime, take care.